Post-war America. Prosperity and consumer culture. After the end of the World War II, the life of the Americans began to turn normal. Soldiers came home and looked for peaceful jobs. The weapon industry stopped producing war equipment and focused on the pleasant goods. The economy of the US was better and stronger than ever. Many American families took advantage of this opportunity to live a better life with higher standards. Millions moved out of the cities to live in the suburbs. Here they could enjoy modern homes with the latest time-saving conveniences. It was exactly what many young families wanted, a neat, affordable place to live. Especially the new parents with hope for the future. And people everywhere felt the need for a family and security after the long, difficult years of the war. So that is why birth rates suddenly increased. More than any other decade, motherhood was embraced, and children became the center of the 1950s household. This is why the time period also is called baby boom.
The suburbs were something less than a city and were created on empty pieces of land. Businessmen would buy the land and build houses on them. Afterwards, they would sell them to new families who bought the houses with money lent by the bank. The population in the suburbs rose 40 times more than the population of the inner cities. This meant that 50 million families who lived in the suburbs needed a car to get to and from work, and for shopping in the new and bigger supermarkets that popped up all around the area. This also meant that the local corner shop was replaced with bigger and more diverse supermarkets, and by the 1960s, 9 out of 10 suburban families had a car, and 1 out of 5 had two.
With the economy booming, parents did all they could to make a new and better life for their children. That meant an improvement in their children's education. That can be seen in the 1960s, where parents bought almost 3 times more education books for their children in a decade. The same can be seen in the purchasing of musical instruments. Even the numbers of boys playing on the Little League baseball teams increased from less than 1 million to almost 6 million between the 1950s and the 1960s. During the same period, the number of Girl Scouts increased by 2 million, and even twice as many bicycles were sold.
Middle-class families also needed other consumer durables, like the television, refrigerators, washing machines, and the first dishwasher. These consumer durables were the center of the household, where families gathered around to watch television. They were also made to make the lives of the American families easier by helping to clean the houses. So, this increase in demand for consumer goods and higher wages, combined with the growing population and a growing economy, led to the prosperity of the American people. And by the end of the 1950s, the economy overall grew by 37%.